Right, so we're teeing off today with a deep dive into the WAFF.
Specifically for golfers.
Exactly. How can this thing actually help you on the course?
Right.
I know a lot of you out there are probably thinking, like,
Yeah.
what is this thing?
Yeah, a lot of people are.
We've heard the name, we've seen it.
Right.
Is it just another fitness fad?
Yeah.
Or is there something really here?
It can actually make a difference in your game.
So let's get into it. And,
Yeah.
maybe we'll even find out how it got that kind of unique name.
Okay, so the WAFF, it's all about what they call the stability mobility paradigm.
Okay, stability and mobility, I mean, those sound like pretty basic concepts, but how does the WAFF approach this differently?
So think about this. You know when you're doing your regular strength training?
Yeah.
You're usually on a stable surface.
Right.
So you're isolating muscles, you're building strength. But
Yeah.
the WAFF, it throws a curveball. It adds that element of instability.
Oh, I see.
So now you're not just working the muscles, you're training your nervous system
Okay.
to react, adapt, and stabilize even when things get a little shaky.
So it's like strength training with a built-in challenge.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so relevant to golf.
Oh, yeah. Because in golf, you're never on a perfectly stable surface.
Right. You've got uneven lies, you're shifting your weight.
Yeah, every shot is different.
Exactly. So that ability to subtly adjust, to stay balanced even when things are off kilter,
That's huge.
that's where the WAFF shines.
So we've talked about stability, but what about mobility?
Okay, so mobility is all about range of motion
Right.
and flexibility.
Yeah, you need that for a fluid swing.
Absolutely. The WAFF actually enhances your mobility because it forces your body to work through a greater range of motion
Okay, that makes sense.
to maintain stability. So you're getting stronger and more flexible at the same time.
Interesting. Now, a lot of people talk about proprioception
Yeah.
and how it's important for athletes, especially golfers. So how does the WAFF play into that?
Proprioception is basically your body's awareness of itself in space,
Right.
knowing where your lings are without having to look.
Yeah.
And for golfers, that's crucial
Oh, totally.
because your swing relies on this chain of precise movements.
Mm-hmm.
So the WAFF, with its unstable surface, it's constantly sending feedback to your brain.
Okay.
It's forcing those tiny stabilizing muscles to fire,
I see.
and that refines your proprioception down to the smallest detail.
So it's like the WAFF is turning up the volume on your body's internal GPS.
That's a great way to put it. It's like you're becoming more aware of your body's movements.
Wow.
And the more refined your proprioception, the more control you have,
That makes a lot of sense.
leading to a more consistent and repeatable swing.
So it's not just about hitting the ball harder.
No,
It's about hitting it with more control.
it's about precision and consistency.
Okay. So we've got this big picture of what the WAFF is about.
Right.
Now we have this golf-specific WAFF guide.
Yes, we do.
So what are we going to focus on with this guide?
So this guide is awesome because it breaks down specific exercises and routines that target those key elements we just talked about.
Okay, perfect.
For example, it shows you how to strengthen your address position,
That's so important.
how to improve your hip and spine mobility,
Yeah.
even how to mimic your backswing and follow through on the WAFF.
Okay, mimicking your swing on an unstable surface. That sounds intense.
It is, and it's super effective.
So how does that actually work?
Think about how much balance and control you need at the top of your backswing,
Right.
how stable your lower body has to be through impact.
Yeah.
The WAFF trains those stabilizing muscles to fire and sync.
Oh, I see.
So when you step onto the course,
Yeah.
your swing is more powerful, more controlled.
Wow. So it's not just another piece of equipment. It's like a whole different way of training.
Exactly. It's
Right.
about developing this deep connection between your mind and body,
Right.
a connection that unlocks a whole new level of performance.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. Now I want to know, how do we actually use this thing? Like, how can we integrate the WAFF
Right.
into a golfer's routine?
Okay, so let's use this golf guide as our roadmap.
Perfect.
And really dive into how we can use the WAFF to improve our game.
I'm excited to get into it.
Me too. There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Different sizes, different exercises.
Well, for all levels.
Exactly. What really stands out to me
Yeah.
is how versatile this thing is. You can use it for strength training,
Okay.
for pre-round warm-ups,
I never would have thought of that.
post-round recovery,
Oh, wow.
even stress management.
Okay, stress management.
Yeah.
I think every golfer needs a little help with that.
Especially golfers, right? And the guide actually goes into detail on how,
Yep.
particularly with the larger WAFF max, you can use it to actually help regulate your nervous system,
Wow.
promote relaxation, and ease those pre-shot jitters.
That's amazing. But before we get too ahead of ourselves,
Right.
Let's break down some of the specific exercises that this guide recommends. For golfers, I think you'll be surprised at how versatile the WAFF can really be.
For sure. So let's dive into some of these exercises. You've got different sizes of the WAFF.
Right, right.
And the guide, it actually shows you how to use each one.
Okay, perfect.
So let's start with the WAFF Mini.
Okay, the mini.
You wouldn't think something so small could do so much.
Yeah, you think mini results.
Right. But this thing is packed with exercises you can do with it,
Right.
even while sitting at your desk.
No way. So I can be like prepping for that big presentation and improving my golf swing at the same time.
Exactly. It's like sneaking in a workout while you work.
I love it.
The guide has exercises for core strengthening, improving your posture,
Okay.
even working on hip and ankle mobility.
Wow, so it's not just for like hardcore workouts.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. It's super versatile.
I like that. So what about the larger WAFs? Those seem like they'd be more for like, intense workouts.
Yeah, they definitely offer more options for those full body movements.
Okay.
Like the WAFF Medium is great for dynamic exercises,
Great.
like lunges and squats, rotational movements.
All important for the golf swing.
Exactly. And then you've got the WAFF Max,
A max.
which is, as we mentioned earlier, is awesome for those relaxation benefits.
Right. Okay, back to that stress management thing.
Yes.
Anything that can help me stay calm under pressure on the course, I'm all ears.
I hear you. So the guide talks about how the WAFF Max can actually help regulate your nervous system.
Okay.
It's a little technical, but essentially it gently stimulates those sensory receptors in your body,
Okay.
and that helps calm down that fight or flight response.
Oh, interesting.
It promotes a sense of relaxation and focus.
So it's not just about like easing those pre-shot jitters.
No,
It's about training your body to handle pressure better in general.
precisely. And that can have a huge impact on your game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Think about those crucial putts, those tee shots on a tight fairway.
Oh yeah, the pressure is on.
Being able to stay calm and focused in those moments.
Yeah, that could make or break your round.
Exactly. So the WAFF, it helps you train your body to find that calm.
That centered state.
Yes, even when things are challenging.
That's amazing. But how does like standing on a wobbly surface translate to lower scores?
It goes back to the nervous system.
Right.
The WAFF helps train your body to find that calm, centered state, even when things are challenging.
Okay.
So when you step onto the course,
Yeah.
you're better equipped to handle those pressure-packed moments.
Interesting.
You're not letting your nerves get the best of you.
Right.
You're staying grounded,
Right.
focused, and in control.
So there's actual science behind this. It's not just like a mental trick.
Oh, there's definitely science behind it. There's a growing body of research showing how stimulating those sensory receptors, particularly the ones involved in balance and proprioception, can actually have a calming effect on the nervous system.
Wow.
The WAFF, with its unique reactive surface,
Right.
it's essentially tapping into those pathways, helping you train your body to find that state of relaxed focus.
I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
It's not just about building strength and balance.
Right.
It's about training your mind and body to work together more effectively.
Absolutely. And this guide, it emphasizes that holistic approach. It's not just about hitting the ball farther.
Right.
It's about becoming a more well-rounded, resilient golfer,
I'm on board with that.
both physically and mentally.
So, okay, this guide has a ton of exercises.
Yeah, it does.
But if a golfer was just starting out with the WAFF,
Right.
where would you recommend they begin?
I would say start with the foundational movements.
Go.
The guide breaks down exercises for each WAFF size,
Okay.
starting with simple balance drills,
Okay.
and then progressing to more dynamic movements.
Got it. So baby steps at first.
Exactly. It's important to master the basics before you move on
Makes sense.
to those more challenging exercises.
What would be an example of a foundational exercise a golfer could do? Like, let's say on the WAFF medium.
Okay, so on the WAFF medium,
Yeah.
a great starting point is simply standing on it
Okay.
with your feet hip width apart and trying to maintain your balance.
Okay, so just standing.
Yeah, it sounds simple, but trust me,
Okay.
it's harder than it looks.
Right.
And then you can progress from there
Okay.
by adding small movements,
Like what?
like shifting your weight from side to side
Okay.
or lifting one foot slightly off the ground.
Okay, so it's all about engaging those muscles.
Exactly. And building that stability.
That makes sense. What about something a little more challenging?
So once you've mastered the basics,
Yeah.
you can start incorporating movements that actually mimic the golf swing.
Oh,
So
I'm-
for example, you could do a slow motion backswing and follow through
okay.
while standing on the WAFF medium.
Wow.
focusing on maintaining that stability throughout the entire movement.
I can see how that would really build that strength and stability in those key positions.
Exact it.
Now, I know you mentioned the WAFF Max is particularly good for relaxation and recovery.
Yeah.
What are some exercises in the guide that highlight those benefits?
One simple but effective exercise is just lying on your back on the WAFF Max.
Okay.
Just letting the reactive surface gently massage your muscles and release tension.
That sounds nice.
You can also try some gentle rocking movements,
Okay.
or even some basic stretching while lying on the WAFF.
Like a little spa session for your body after a round of golf?
Exactly. And it's not just physical relaxation.
Okay.
It's about calming that nervous system,
Right.
promoting that sense of mental clarity.
Okay.
So it's a great way to wind down after a game
Yeah, I can see that.
and prepare for the rest of your day.
I really like this holistic approach.
Yeah,
It's not just about training harder, it's about training smarter.
exactly. Finding that balance between performance and recovery,
So the WAFF can help you achieve both.
that's what makes it so unique.
It's a tool that helps you reach your peak performance, but also enhances your overall well-being,
It's about finding that sweet spot.
where your mind and body are in sync.
Exactly.
Before we wrap up this exploration,
Yeah.
are there any other surprises in this guide?
You know, one thing that really stood out to me was the emphasis on using the WAFF in your pre-round warm-up routine.
Oh, interesting. I'm always looking for ways to improve my warm-up.
It's not just about stretching anymore. It's about
Right.
activating those stabilizing muscles,
Okay.
priming your nervous system.
So like getting your body ready for the specific demands of the golf swing.
Exactly. So the guide suggests a series of dynamic movements
Okay.
that you can do on the WAFF medium or even the mini,
Okay.
things like torso twists,
Okay.
guide lunges, hip circles.
I can see how that would get you loose and ready to go.
It's like fine-tuning your body's internal mechanics
Yeah.
before you even step onto the course.
It sounds like you're adding a whole new dimension to your warm-up routine.
Exactly. And because of that element of instability,
Right, the WAFF.
it forces your body to work harder,
Yeah.
engage those stabilizing muscles more effectively.
It's like a turbo boost for your warm-up.
I like that.
The possibilities seem endless.
They really are. And that's what makes the WAFF such an exciting tool for golfers of all levels.
All right.
Whether you're a seasoned pro
Yeah.
or just starting out.
The WAFF can help you.
It can help you improve your game, reduce your risk of injury,
Right?
and ultimately just enjoy the sport more.
That's what it's all about.
For sure.
I'm sold. I'm ready to get my hands on a WAFF and start experimenting.
I think you'll be amazed at the difference it makes.
Yeah.
It's not just about working out. It's about understanding your body, how it moves.
Right.
It's about cultivating that sense of balance, control, and awareness that can transform your entire approach to the game.
That's a great way to put it.
So, what do you say? Ready to wrap up this deep dive?
Yeah, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Explored the science, the practical applications, and really seen the potential of the WAFF for golfers.
Definitely. I'm curious to hear your final thoughts
Yeah.
on what makes this tool so special.
Okay, so for me, what sets the WAFF apart is that it's not just another piece of equipment.
Right.
It's a shift in how we think about training.
I agree.
It's about moving away from that old school focus on just brute strength
Yeah.
and embracing this more holistic approach
Right.
that prioritizes balance, control, and mindfulness.
And that's so important for golf.
Absolutely. Precision, mental focus.
It's
The
everything.
WAFF gives you a unique path to unlock your true potential.
I think that's a great way to sum it up.
And I think this resonates with golfers today because it speaks to a deeper desire
Yeah.
for a more mindful, balanced approach to life in general.
I agree.
It's about finding that sweet spot where performance and well-being come together.
Yeah, where pushing your limits and taking care of yourself go hand in hand.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the WAFF, I got to say, I'm feeling pretty pumped.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's not every day you come across a training tool like this that could make such a difference.
Right. It's like we've uncovered this hidden gem for golfers.
Absolutely. From those core principles, the stability-mobility paradigm.
To those practical exercises in the guide, it really seems like the WAFF covers all the bases.
And we even went beyond just the physical benefits, exploring how it can help regulate your nervous system.
Right, which is huge for golfers,
Yeah.
especially when the pressure's on.
Exactly. Those pre-shot jitters, those crucial putts, the WAFF can help you stay calm, focused, and in control.
It's like training smarter, not just harder.
Exactly. And that's what I find so fascinating about the WAF. It's not about brute force, it's about refining those subtle connections between your mind and body.
It's about finding that flow state where your body's just reacting instinctively
Yeah,
and your skills really shine through.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And the best part is, it's accessible to everyone, from seasoned pros to weekend warriors.
Right. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your game to the next level, the WAF offers a unique path to improvement.
And who knows, maybe after a few sessions on the WAF Max, you'll even find yourself letting out that signature waff of contentment, a sign that your body and mind are in perfect harmony.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground today, explored the science, the practical applications, and really seen the potential of the WAF for golfers.
And I hope our listeners feel inspired to give it a try and discover how it can help them unlock their full potential.
So until next time, keep swinging, keep exploring, and keep diving deep into the knowledge that can elevate your game and your life.
This is The Deep Dive, signing off.